What's up, everybody? Greg Smith, President, College Promoters USA. Back to you here. It's another monthly recruiting check-in. Got a lot to talk about. Just since last month, since I last talked to you, the NCAA has now put in a ton of new changes, particularly in the D1 world only. So I want to make sense of that to you here this month. And as well, I want to kind of recap sort of the end of school year and what to be doing as we head into these summer months across the board. So just to dig right in, y'all know I talk too darn much, so I'm going to try to make this as quick as I can, but I really want to clarify what the NCAA has instituted, who it impacts, and just to kind of give you guys some clarity on it all so you understand what it means, all right? Bear in mind now, this is only on the D1 level that these rules apply to. The D2s and down, and especially the D2s, heck, those floodgates are wide open. So you guys make sure you stay attacking all levels. Don't just be chasing these D1s. But understand the new rules that went into place. They apply to D1 only, and they do not apply to men or women's basketball or football. So all these new rules I'm going to talk about here real quick apply only essentially to non-basketball, non-football. So you soccer players, baseball, softball especially, lots of new, really aggressive rules are in place on the softball side. Track and field, volleyball, all of you apply to this, but again, only on the D1 side. So the new rules, one of the biggies for student athletes now, which I love, you are now able to take official visits, which is obviously a visit that the school pays for. You can now take those starting September 1 as a junior. Instead of having to wait until your first day as a senior, you can now take these as a junior, which I love. I love this idea. This is to help you get out to colleges sooner, make better educated decisions before accepting these big time offers, and really just to prevent more transferring is really a big part of it. So official visits now allowed September 1 as a junior, okay, which I love. I think that's excellent. Now, on the flip side though, they've really put some restrictions on these D1 coaches. One of the biggies, if you go to a camp, college coaches can no longer have a recruiting conversation with you. These college coaches cannot communicate with you at their own camps. They can't ask who else is recruiting with you. They can't really talk about their intentions with you unless you are beyond September 1 as a junior. So September 1 now was already a big date for a lot of you sports out there. It's now even bigger. So, and now a similar thing they put in. Let's say you go and you visit a school just to tour it, and to maybe your intentions were to go meet the coaching staff and go take an unofficial visit, tour the campus and meet the coaches, meet the staff, take a look around, see the facilities. If it's not beyond September 1st of your junior year, these coaches cannot be involved in your unofficial visit. Unofficial visits are a great way that we urge families and you student athletes to go see some campuses, take a look around, go take a campus tour, take an unofficial visit. We still very much advise that. The only sort of downside now is if you're only a sophomore or basically pre-September 1 as a junior, these coaches cannot be involved in that unofficial visit anymore, okay? So camps, pre-September 1 as a junior, unofficial visits. If you're on one pre-September 1 of your junior year, there's not going to be any recruiting conversation anymore. There will not be any offers extended to sophomores at camps. Coaches can't even be involved in walking you around the facilities anymore, again, unless we're a junior beyond September 1. So September 1 is an even bigger day than ever before, so it's important you understand that, understand these rules and regulations that are in place with it, okay? And now on the softball side, softball got hit the hardest of all sports. They kind of got singled out on this thing, and I gotta tell you though, I like it. I've always sort of despised the fact that college coaches offer 12, 13-year-old girls at the softball level for when they're gonna be 19 at a low-tier Division I school. Offering a kid at 13 to me is ridiculous. So the NCAA finally has stepped in, they put rules in place. The reality is this from the softball world, if you are not at September 1 as a junior or beyond, a college coach can have no contact with you. They cannot call you, they can't email you, they can't talk recruiting, nothing. So understand now as a softball recruit, now some of you have offers in hand, I get it, right? And you 2020s, as an example, any 2020 grad softball player with offers in hand, even the program that's offered you, the offer still stands, But that coach now cannot contact you until September 1st. So not until September 1 as a junior can contact recruiting conversations and recruiting messages take place in the softball world. So a lot of these rules are in place to give student athletes a much better time frame and ability to make a better educated decision about where you ultimately select your college, where you ultimately go, especially in the D1 recruiting world. So again, this all only applies to the D1 space and the D1 space outside of basketball and football. Okay. Remember though, football put some rules in last year. They bumped their official visit dates up to April 1 as a junior. And on the men's basketball side, remember those new rules, you can start taking official visits starting January 1st as a junior. So you get a much earlier period in the D1 men's basketball side. And then on the D1 women's basketball side, a little kind of funky, they let you take your official visits starting the first Thursday following the NCAA D1 Women's Championship game. So when the women's Final Four championship game is played, the very next Thursday and forward is when you D1 women's basketball recruits can start taking official visits as a junior. So lots of changes, only applies to the D1 world, so don't overthink this stuff. Remember too, these rules are for the coaches to follow, not you as student athletes. You guys got to stay just as aggressive as you are. I think this just puts September 1st as a junior in even bigger lights. You have to understand the floodgates are going to open now. The minute September 1 hits, these coaches, they're going to still continue to compile recruits in these younger classes, in the freshman and sophomore classes. But then the minute September 1 hits, they're going to go running to every recruit they want to get to and try to be the first one there to get in touch with them, because that's the new rule. So it puts September 1 on an even bigger pedestal than it was. But I think the biggie too is it emphasizes the need to get really aggressive prior to September 1 as a junior. That doesn't mean the process starts then. It means the coaches' floodgates open up and their ability to get to you really kicks into gear. So the need to start early and get aggressive is just far more important. But then as well, the NCAA is giving you some great ability to help you make better decisions in your college decision process, which I think is excellent. Now, and just to wrap up, it's coming to the end of the school year. We're very close here, but guys, you have to understand the summer months, the spring, the late spring through the summer, this is the period in every sport that you have college coaches' attention more than any other. Football players, you got college football coaches' attention right now. You get into the fall, think about it. You get into your season and you get back to school, what do you think they're going to be most preoccupied with too? I'm not saying recruiting ever sleeps or stops. It doesn't. But right now, in the late spring and through the summer, you got coaches' attention far more than any other time of the year. It's super important that you use it and put some work in and go build relationships, go get connected directly, and go attack these guys, all right? This is when they're the most accessible. I don't care if it's baseball, softball. I don't care if it's soccer, volleyball, track and field. I don't care the sport, basketball, football, does not matter. You guys, you got their attention now more than ever. All seasons are over, right? Basketball is over. Football is over. This is the off season. This is recruiting time. You should be connecting with as many coaches as you possibly can, getting to their campuses, getting out to camps. That's the biggie. I just had an amazing family in front of me and they asked me a great question. What reason should we dig in at this time of year? Why should we start now? To go get invited to as many camps as we possibly can, to go connect with as many coaches as we possibly can, because they're paying attention and this is the recruiting period. This is the time that they evaluate talent. Take advantage, utilize the power of the internet, utilize the power of social media, build the best representation of yourself you possibly can, most importantly, the best video production you can possibly have, and then go attack and go connect and get out, shake some hands with these coaches, and go do what you do out on the field, out on the court, whatever sport you play, go execute. But the idea is to land on the radar, get invited, and go do it, all right? So that's it. That's my message this month, guys. We're coming into the summer months. You clients of mine out here, I don't care, up in Kansas City, shout out to Coach DeAndre and all my Kansas City families, all of you out west in California, and of course, all of you here throughout Texas and beyond though. Whatever you guys need, ask. You need help laying out your game plan, you're not sure what camps to get out to, you're not sure what to be doing to drive these camp invites, you don't know what to do and say to a coach ahead of the big tournament you're headed out to, whatever it is, you all know we're here every day to feed that direction. Come get it, all right? And most importantly too, don't be putting all your eggs in the D1 basket. Go attack every level, go build relationships, go connect personally, drive your recruit profile to them, drive your video to them, and hit this process, guys. You gotta want it, you gotta execute. It's the summer, you got their attention now more than ever. Go take advantage of it, guys, all right? And any help you need along the way, come right to me, come right to my crew. I got an amazing staff. Coach DeAndre up in KC, all you KC families, you stay close to him, especially out west. You guys stay close to Coach Weisenberg. But listen, our whole crew is here every day for you too. You come right to us with anything you need, all right? So I hope this helps shed some light on that D1 recruiting world. And of course though, I hope I'm lighting a fire underneath you to go trigger you guys to go get to work here this summer. Go take advantage of the coach's attention. It's available. Go seek it and go get it done. Whatever you need, you let us know. It's Greg Smith, College Promoters USA. We'll check in with you here again in another few weeks. And we'll see you again soon. Thanks for tuning in, guys. College Promoters USA. Be invited, be evaluated, be recruited. Let's go get them. Have a great summer. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks again.